Let's pretty up those Power BI reports. So here we have our zombie report. The zombie apocalypse has come our way, and for some reason we have a Power BI report about it, detailing our poor survivors and their encounters with these zombies. Over here we have our zombie stats. Change the zombie on the filter, and it changes the stats. We have 3 types of zombies in this report: almost human, still fresh, and starting to melt. Ew. Over here we want to add in dynamic images that will change as we select different zombies. To do that, all we need are public image URLs. So here we have our zombie table with essential information about our zombies. Over on my site, I have these lovely profile pics I want to pull into my Power BI report. I already have them on my site, so I just right-click and click on Copy Image Address. Then I paste in my image URL into my Excel workbook, and I repeat for the other 2 images. If you have a lot of images, instead of grabbing the URLs one at a time, you can concatenate together both the image name, which is this part of the URL, with the folder path, which is this part. For example, I see that my website's folder path for all of these images is this. So I'll copy that over into a column called folder path. And I see that the image name is similar but not exact to my zombie description column. You can clean this up in Power BI pretty quickly. In Power Query, right-click and duplicate the zombie description column. Go to Transform and select lowercase. Replace values and replace the space with a dash. Let's rename it as Image Name. Now, create a custom column and concatenate your columns and your string together like this. Now categorize the custom column as image URL. The standard visualizations don't do a super job of displaying an image in the way that we want them to, so we're going to import a custom visualization. Click on the 3 dots over here. I like simple image, so that's what we're going to be using. Add it and click OK. Now drag in that image URL column that we created earlier. Now we're going to remove our background and resize. Now we click on the different zombies in the filter and it updates the image as well. Cool beans. Now I don't have a lot of images and I have my own website, so my solution was pretty easy. I just host the images on my site and link directly to the public URLs. If you have only a few images but no website, then you can keep these images in a lot of different places, including SharePoint, OneDrive, Google Drive, and a lot more. All of these options will allow you to either create embed codes or to share publicly with share links, depending on your organization's admin rules. But you'll need to do this for each image one at a time. And if you have a lot of images, it's really time-consuming to grab individual links. For this type of situation, you'll want to do what we have done here, which is concatenate image names with a folder path or root URL to be able to quickly create the full path for all of your images. You have a number of options here, but the one I'll recommend quickly today is the one most common, and that's SharePoint. If all of your end users will have access to the same SharePoint folder as you, which is honestly pretty easy to do if you're all in the same organization, then I recommend using the SharePoint connector in Power BI and pulling in a SharePoint folder with your images. The standard dataset it creates will already tell you the image name and the folder path for you to concatenate together. Just know that if you use this option and any of your end users don't have access to the folder your images are sitting in, then they won't see the images, even on your published report. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe.